Go Ask Ellis by Anonymous. September 16th. Yesterday I remember thinking I was the happiest person in the whole earth, in the whole galaxy, in all of God's creation. Could that only have been yesterday, or was it endless light years ago? I was thinking that the grass had never smelled grassier, the sky had never seemed so high. Now it's all smashed down upon my head, and I wish I could just melt into the blahness of the universe and cease to exist. Oh, why can't I? How can I face Sharon and Debbie and the rest of the kids? How can I? By now, the word has gotten around the whole school. I know it has. Yesterday, I bought this diary because I thought at last I'd have something wonderful and great and worthwhile to say. Something so personal that I wouldn't be able to share it with another living person, only myself. Now, like everything else in my life, it has become so much nothing. I really don't understand how Roger could have done this to me when I have loved him for as long as I can remember and I have waited all my life for him to see me. Yesterday, when he asked me out, I thought I'd literally and completely die with happiness. I really did. And now the whole world is cold and gray and unfeeling, and my mother is nagging me to clean up my room. How can she nag me to clean up my room when I feel like dying? Can I even have the privacy of my own soul? Diary, you'll have to wait until tomorrow, or I'll have to go through the long lecture again about my attitude and my immaturity. See ya. September 17th. School was a nightmare. I was afraid I'd see Roger every time I turned a corner in the hall, yet I was desperate for fear I wouldn't see him. I kept telling myself, maybe something went wrong and he'll explain. At lunch, I had to tell the girls about his not showing. I pretended I didn't care, but oh, diary, I do. I care so much that I feel that my whole insides have shattered. How is it possible for me to be so miserable and embarrassed and humiliated and beaten and still function, still talk and smile and concentrate? How could Roger have done this to me? I wouldn't intentionally hurt anyone in this whole world. I wouldn't hurt them physically or emotionally. How then can people so consistently do it to me? Even my parents treat me like I'm stupid and inferior and even short and ever short. I guess I'll never measure up to anyone's expectations. I surely don't measure up to what I'd like to be. September 19th, Dad's birthday, not much. September 20th, it's my birthday. I'm 15, nothing. September 25th, Dear Diary, I haven't written for about a week because nothing of interest has happened. The same old dumb teachers teaching the same old dumb subjects in the same old dumb school. I seem to be kind of losing interest in everything. At first, I thought high school wouldn't be fun, but it's just dull. Everything's dull. Maybe it's just because I'm growing up and life is becoming more blasé. Jolie Brown had a party, but I didn't go. I've put on 7 ugly, fat, sloppy, slobby pounds, and I don't have anything I can wear. I'm beginning to look as slobby as I feel. September 30th. Wonderful news, diary. We're moving. Daddy has been invited to become the Dean of Political Science at. Isn't that exciting? Maybe it will be like it was when I was younger. Maybe again, he'll teach in Europe every summer and we'll go with him like we used to. Oh, those were the fun times. I'm going to start on a diet this very day. I will be a positively different person by the time we get to our new home. Not one more bite of chocolate or nary a French fried potato will pass my lips till I've lost 10 globby pounds of lumpy lard. And I'm going to make a completely new wardrobe. Who cares about ridiculous Roger? Confidentially, diary, I still care. I guess I'll always love him, but maybe just before we leave and I'm thin and my skin is absolutely flawless and petal smooth and clear, and I have clothes like a fashion model, he'll ask me for another date. Shall I turn him down or stand him up, or will I? I'm afraid I will weaken and go out with him. Oh, please, diary, help me to be strong and consistent. Help me to exercise every morning and night and clean my skin and eat right and be optimistic and agreeable and positive and cheerful. I want so much to be someone important, or even just asked out by a boy once in a while. Maybe the new me will be different. October 10th. Dear Diary, I've lost 3 pounds and we're busy getting sort of semi organized to move. Our house is up for sale, and mom and dad have gone to look for a place in. I'm staying here with Tim and Alexandria, and as much as you'll be surprised, they don't even bug me. We're all excited about moving, and they do whatever I tell them about helping with the house and meals and such. Well, almost. I guess dad will be taking over the new position at midterm. He's as excited as a little boy, and it's kind of like old times. We sit around the table and laugh and joke and make plans together. It's great. Tim and Alex insist they have to take all their toys and junk. Personally, I like to get a whole new everything, except my books, of course. They are part of my life. When I was hit by a car in the fifth grade and was in a cast for such a long time, I'd have died without them. Even now, I'm not really sure which parts of myself are real and which parts are things I've gotten from books. But anyway, it's great. Life is positively great and wonderful and exciting. And I can't wait to see what's behind the next corner and all the corners after that. October 16th. Mom and Dad came back today. Hooray! We have a house. It's a large old Spanish type house which mom loves. I can't wait to move. I can't wait. I can't wait. They took pictures which we will be back in 3 or 4 days. I can't wait. I can't wait. Or have I said that a million times before? October 17th. Even school is exciting again. I got an A on my algebra paper and everything else is going. A and B too. Algebra is the worst. If I can pass that, I guess I can do anything. Usually I'm lucky to get a C, even when I kill myself. Isn't it funny? But it seems that when something is going good, everything else goes good too. I've even getting along better with mom. She doesn't seem to nag at me so much anymore. I can't figure out which one of us has changed. I really can't. Am I being more whatever it is she wants me to be so she doesn't have to always be on my back, or is it she is less demanding? I even saw Roger in the hall and couldn't have cared less. He said hi to me and stopped to talk, but I just kept on by. He's not going to drop me on my head again. Gee, only a little over 3 months. October 22nd. Scott Lasse asked me to go to the movies Friday. I've lost 10 pounds. I'm down to 115, which is all right, but I'd still like to lose another 10 pounds. Mom says I don't want to get that thin, but she doesn't know. I do. I do. I do. I haven't had one goodie for so long, I've almost forgotten what they taste like. Maybe Friday night I'll go on a binge and eat a few french fries. October 26th. The movie was fun with Scott. We went out after and I ate six wonderful, delicious, mouth-watering, delectable, heavenly french fries. That was really living in itself. I don't feel about Scott like I used to about Roger. I guess that was my one and only true love, but I'm glad it's over. Imagine me in my first year of high school and barely 15, and the one and only great love of my life is over. It seems kind of tragic in a way. Maybe someday when we're both in college, we'll meet again. I hope so. I really do hope so. Last summer at Marion Hill Slumber Party, someone brought in a Playboy magazine with a story in it about a girl sleeping with a boy for the first time, and all I could think about was Roger. I don't ever want to have sex with any other boy in the whole world ever. Ever. I swear, I'll die a virgin if Roger and I don't get together. I couldn't stand to ever have any other boy even touch me. I'm not even sure about Roger. Maybe later when I'm older, I'll feel differently. Mother says that as girls get older, hormones invade our bloodstream, making our sexual desires greater. I guess I'm just developing slowly. I've heard some pretty wild stories about some of the kids at school, but I'm not them. I'm me. And besides, sex seems so strange and so inconvenient and so awkward. I keep thinking about our teacher in gym teaching us modern dance and always saying that it will make our bodies strong and healthy for childbearing. Then she harps and harps that everything must be graceful, graceful, graceful. I can hardly picture sex or having a baby as being graceful. Gotta go. See ya. November 10th. Oh, dear diary, I'm so sorry I've neglected you, but I've been so busy. Here we are preparing for Thanksgiving already and then Christmas. We sold our house last week to the Dolboroughs and their 7 kids. I do wish we could have sold it to someone with the smaller family. I hate to think of those 6 boys running up and down our beautiful front stairs with their dirty, sticky fingers on the walls and their dirty feet all over mother's white carpeting. When I think about things like that, I suddenly don't want to leave. I'm afraid. I've lived in this room all my 15 years, all my 5,530 days. I've laughed and cried and moaned and muttered in this room. I've loved people and things and hated them. It's been a big part of my life, of me. Will we ever be the same when we're closed in by other walls? Will we think other thoughts and have different emotions? Oh, mother, daddy, maybe we're making a mistake. Maybe we'll be leaving too much of ourselves behind. Dear precious diary, I am baptizing you with my tears. I know we have to leave, and that one day I will even have to leave my father and mother's home and go into a home of my own. But ever I will take you with me.